Good afternoon, children. I am sorry for the technical faults that are taking place. Okay, we are restarting it once again. In the previous class, we had discussed principle of moments, and today we will revise it and then go to doing some numericals related to principle of moments. So let's quickly revise what is principle of moments. Principle of moments. I mean, if the algebraic sum of moments of all the forces acting on the body about the axis of rotation is zero, then the body is in equilibrium. Which means that suppose there is a pivoted rod and there are many forces acting on both the sides. Some are trying to turn it clockwise. On the other hand, the other forces are trying to turn it anti-clockwise. So if the sum of all the clockwise moments is equal to all the anti-clockwise moments, then the body is said to be in equilibrium. This is principle of equilibrium. Okay, we had studied this in the previous class. Then we can verify this principle. Okay, how do we verify it? We take a meter scale and then at the midpoint we pivot it, we tie a thread and hang it. Then we take two spring balances. On one spring balance we hang a weight W1, okay, and put it at a pre-decided position, okay, as shown by A in the figure. Then we take spring balance 2 and we hang a weight W2 on it, and we try to balance the scale. We try to adjust the scale at different positions till the scale is balanced. Once the scale is balanced, then we find out the length at which we had the pre-decided length L1 where we had placed our spring balance A, and we get to know the clockwise moment by multiplying W1 by the length L1. Now when we find out the length L2 at which the spring balance B came in equilibrium, we get to see that W2 into L2 exactly balances W1 into L1. So this is how we can verify the principle of moments. I hope all of you are understanding it now. Okay, we take you on to a numerical. Okay, we'll take you to the board and do the numerical on the board. Now you can see that we have a meter scale. The question says that there is a meter scale which is pivoted at one end. It is pivoted at A. Okay, and now they have attached a spring balance at the other end, which means at the 100 centimeter mark they have attached a spring balance, and now they hang at the 40 centimeter mark of 40 kgf weight. Okay, and the first thing which they are asking us, find the reading of the spring balance. They are asking us to tell the reading of the spring balance. Okay, the scale is pivoted here, the weight is pulling it down, right? So what kind of a moment will it generate? It will generate a clockwise moment, right? It will generate a clockwise moment. Okay, and the force which the spring balance applies will generate a anti-clockwise moment. They are telling that the scale is not moving, it is perfectly balanced there, which means the clockwise moment should be equal to anti-clockwise moment, right? So first let's find the clockwise moment. The clockwise moment is equal to the force, which is 40 kgf, and its perpendicular distance. Okay, this is 0, this is 40, so it means into 40 centimeters, right? This is equal to 0,016 kgf centimeters, right? So this is the clockwise moment. If the scale has to be in equilibrium, then the anti-clockwise moment also should be equal. Okay, so what is the distance? We do not know. Okay, we do not know the force, but we know the distance. D in this case is 100 centimeter, so we put it F into 100 centimeter. Now for it to be in equilibrium, the question says that the scale is in equilibrium. For it to be in equilibrium, anti-clockwise moment should be equal to clockwise moment as per the principle of moments, right? Which means that F into 100 should be equal to 1600 kgf centimeters. Okay, which means F is equal to 1600 by 100, which means it is 16 kgf. Okay, the reading seen on the meter scale will be 16 kgf. Right? Everybody understood this? Anybody has any issue? You can write in the comments box and I will surely answer it. Okay.
Audio and video are not there.
Both are not clear?
Not legible.
Not legible?
No issue.
Huh?
No issue.
No issue? Who says?
Sense of humor.
Okay. Chalo, then we continue finally, you know. Somebody gives me a good comment. Otherwise, all through this class, I mean, we were wondering what will happen. So we continue from here, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving us so much positive energy. Okay. The second part of the question says that in the first part, the mass was negligible. So we didn't consider. In the second part, it says, find the reading of the spring balance when the mass of the scale is 20 mass of the rule is 20 kgf. Okay, now it says that the balance when mass of the scale is 20 kg. Okay, if the mass is 20 kg, then the force will be equal to 20 kgf, right? And where will it act? We know that the weight of a body acts at its center of gravity, which will be the midpoint, so it is acting over here. Okay, this is a meter scale, so the center of gravity will be at the 50 centimeter mark. So we have this 20 kgf acting over here, which is the weight of the scale. Okay, so now what does the clockwise moment become? Now the clockwise moment is equal to the sum of the two moments, right? Which means it is 40 kgf into 40 centimeters plus 20 kgf into 50 centimeters, right? Which means it is equal to 1600 kgf centimeters plus 1000 kgf centimeters, which is equal to 2600 kgf centimeters. Now they are asking us what will be the reading of the scale this time. In the previous case, they had said that the mass of the scale is negligible. Now they say that the scale has a mass of 20 kgf. So we add the moment created by the weight of the scale also. So this time anti-clock moment is equal to, again the same, 100 into F. Okay, and this should be equal to, anti-clockwise should be clock. So 100 into F is equal to 2600, which implies that F is equal to 26 kgf. The reading on the spring balance will be 20 kgf. Clear, everyone? Okay. Okay. I tell the difference between the two cases. It's very simple. In the first case, they had said that the mass of the scale is negligible, and then they had hung a 40 kgf mass at the 40 centimeter mark, and they asked us the reading of the scale. Now this 40 kgf was causing a clockwise movement, and it would be balanced. They says that the scale is in equilibrium, it is not moving. Okay, if it is not moving, which means it is in equilibrium, which means the anti-clockwise moment is equal to the clockwise moment. Got it? So first thing we did is find the clockwise moment, which was 40 kgf, the force into the perpendicular distance 40 centimeter. Okay, so it came out to be 1600 kgf centimeter. then this should be perfectly balanced by the anti-clockwise moment created by the force applied by the spring balance. Okay, so now the perpendicular distance of the spring balance was 100, which means if we say let the force be F, so F into 100 should exactly balance 1600 kgf centimeters. Okay, so when we equated, we got that the reading there should be 16 kgf. In the second case, they say that now the scale is not of negligible mass. The scale has a mass. Now this time they say that the scale has a mass and the mass is 20 kgf. So the next question which comes to our mind is, if the mass is 20 kgf, where should it act? And we know that it should act at the center of gravity. The force due to the mass, that is the weight, should act at the center of gravity. Okay, and in this case, the center of gravity will be at the midpoint of the scale, meter scale, which means at the 50 centimeter mark. Okay, so at 50 centimeter mark, the weight of the body is acting downwards. So if I have a 40 kgf force pulling it down, the weight also will be pulling it down, which means now the clockwise moment increases. Okay, this time it becomes, we say it's the algebraic sum, so it increases. Clockwise, you know, is negative. Conventionally it's taken as negative, and anti-clockwise is taken as positive. Okay, so anti-clockwise, the minus 2 add up, it is 1600 kgf plus 1000 kgf centimeter, it becomes 2600 kgf centimeter. Okay, now as per the principle of moments, for this scale to be in equilibrium, it should balance. Okay, which means the perpendicular distance is 100 centimeter. The force, we select the force F, so 100 into F should balance this. So 100 into F should equals the clockwise movement, which is 2000 centimeter. 100 centimeter into 2600 kgf centimeter. So we cross multiply, 100 goes there, the zeros cancel, which means the reading on the meter scale should be 26 kgf. Right? We move on to the second problem, the second numerical. Now we are taking question number 16. Okay, the question number 16 says that a uniform meter scale, half meter scale, can be balanced at the 29 centimeter mark when a mass of 20 gram is hung from its one end. Draw a diagram of the arrangement. So the scale they are telling us is half meter, which means 0, and the other end is 50 centimeter. Mind you, they are telling it is a half meter scale. Okay, and then they again say that it is balanced at a 29 centimeter mark. In the middle I'll have 25, which means slightly this side I have 29 centimeter mark. Okay, I have here the 29 centimeter mark. Now they say that it is perfectly balanced when a mass of 20 gram is hung from its one end. Okay, now if I look at it, which side has a greater length? Which side has a greater length? Okay, this one, the left side has a greater length. Okay, which means that the body will have a anti-clockwise moment, right? The body will have a anti-clockwise moment, and to balance this I will need to create a clockwise moment. So they say that we hang a 20 gram mass at one end of the scale. So which side should we hang it? We will hang it this side. Okay, we hang it this side, 20 gram at the other end. Now the clockwise moment created by this will balance the anti-clockwise moment. And now they ask us to draw a diagram. The diagram is already there. Okay, and they ask us to find the mass of the scale. Okay, where will be the mass of the scale acting? I told you in the previous problem also, it will act at the center of the scale, which means at the 25 centimeter mark. Okay, now we do the same calculation using principle of moment. Okay, now the anti-clock moment should be equal to the clockwise moment, right? Which means that W into, what is the distance? Okay, what is the perpendicular distance? It is pivoted at 29 centimeters. Okay, and the weight is acting at the center of gravity, that is 25 centimeters. So the distance becomes 29 minus 25, right? And this should be equal to the clockwise moment created by the 20 gram weight. Okay, how much will that be equal to? It will be equal to 20 grams into, this is 50, this is 20, so this becomes 50 minus 29, right? I equate it, it implies W into 4 centimeters is equal to 20 grams into, this becomes 21 centimeter. Okay, so what is W equal to? W is equal to 20 grams into 21 by 4. I cancel this, okay, and this becomes 5s are, okay, so this is equal to 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, it becomes 105 grams. So our answer is that the weight of the scale is 105 grams. Everybody understood? Very simple. We have part B also in this. Okay. Now that's it. This was the only part in it. They haven't asked anything else in it. Okay. Everybody understood this? Very simple question, this one. We were left only with the last 3 questions. So I have done the 16th one, and now I will go to the 17th question, okay, which is the second last question. One more question after this, and our first part of the first chapter will be over. Now we go to question number 17. Question number 17 says that a uniform meter rule of mass 100 gram is balanced on a fulcrum at the mark 40 centimeter. Now they say it's a meter rule, so this is 0, this is 100 centimeters. Okay, where is it balanced? It is balanced at 40 centimeter mark. So it is balanced over here. This is the 40 centimeter mark. Okay, this is the 40 centimeter mark by suspending an unknown mass at the mark 20 centimeter. Now you can see, now the length that side is greater, and the weight will be acting at the 50 centimeter mark. So obviously this scale will have a clockwise movement. Okay, it will turn clockwise. So now to balance it, I need to create an anti-clockwise movement. Okay, so they say that I can balance it by suspending an unknown mass M at the 20 centimeter mark. So in the middle over here, 20 centimeters, and unknown mass W is suspended. Okay, what happened? Okay,
Someone is saying 105.
that was the previous one, correct? That was the previous one. Okay, now this is 40 centimeters. Now they are asking us the mass. Okay, now it is given mass of rule is equal to 100 grams. Okay, if the mass of the rule is given to be 100 grams, where will it act? It will act at the 50 centimeter mark. Okay, at the 50 centimeter mark, the 100 gram force is creating the clockwise momentum. Okay, now they say it gets perfectly balanced, so they want us to find the value of the, this is M, they want us to find us the value of,
Someone is saying 50 gram.
okay, good, very nice.
Sanjay Kumar.
Very nice. Okay. So, as per principle of moments, anti-clock moment is equal to clockwise moment, okay, which means m into this is 40, this is 20, so 40 minus 20 centimeter is equal to 100 into, this is 50 minus 40, got it? So this becomes m into 20 centimeter is equal to 100 into 10 centimeter, okay, which implies that m is equal to 100 into 10 by 20, which is 5, which is equal to 50 grams. So who had said Sanjay? Good, very fast calculations. Your answer is absolutely right. Okay, we go to part B. In this we have a part B. What does part B says? Part B says, to which side the rule will tilt if the mass is moved to the mark 10 centimeter. Okay.
It's actually Archika.
It's Archika? Okay. So Archika is using her father's phone, that's why it was flashing Mr. Sanjay. So good Archika, keep it up. Very nice, very fast calculations. Okay. We go to part B now. It says that to which side the rule would tilt if the mass m is moved to the mark 10 centimeter. So we rub all this, everybody is understood. Okay, we rub this. And Archika had asked me a question on WhatsApp also, I remember. It was that half meter wala, isn't it? So we did that before this, Archika, in case you joined late. Okay, now it says that this weight is moved to 10 centimeter. Now it is moved to 10 centimeter. How much was the weight we found out?
50.
Yeah, very nice. It was 50 G. Okay, so now we have to find out the anti-clockwise moment. Anti-clockwise moment is equal to F into D is equal to 50 into 40 minus 10 is equal to 50 into 30 is equal to 0, 3, 0, 3 over 15 GF centimeter. Okay, and the clockwise moment is equal to 100 into 50 minus 40 centimeter is equal to 100 into 10 is equal to, we'll put it there only, is equal to 1000 GF centimeter. Okay, anti-clockwise moment is greater than clockwise moment. Okay, therefore the body will turn anti-clockwise. Clear to everyone? No issue in this? They asked, in which direction will the body turn? Since the anti-clockwise moment is greater than the clockwise moment, so definitely the body will turn in the anti-clockwise direction now. In the previous case, it was perfectly balanced. We got one more question, okay, in this, and it says, what is the resultant moment now? Okay, so it's very simple. I did here itself. Okay, resultant moment is equal to anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise is taken as positive or negative. Anti-clockwise is taken as positive and clockwise is taken negative. So AC minus C moment, okay, and this is equal to 1500 minus 1000 is equal to 500 GF centimeter. Okay, which means the overall moment, the resultant moment will be anti-clockwise, 500 GF centimeter anti-clockwise. We have one more thing, okay, we have part 4 also in this. Now the part 4 says how to balance this with another mass of 50 grams. How to balance this with another mass of 50 gram. Okay, so at present we are having an anti-clockwise, which means we will have to put the 50 gram on the right hand side. Yes, only then it balances, right? So we quickly do the calculations. I'll erase this. I'll erase this and we quickly do the calculations. Okay, we say let the distance be D centimeters. Okay, we have already calculated anti-clockwise moment. How much is it equal to? How much is it is equal to at this position? Okay, it is equal to 50 G into 40 minus 10 centimeters, which we found out to be 1500 GF centimeter. Okay, now the clockwise moment, the new one, is equal to 100 GF into 50 minus 40, okay, plus how much is the weight, the new weight, which mass of 50 gram, okay, so this is 50 grams, so plus 50 grams into D, got it, which means this is equal to 100 into 10, 1000 GF centimeters plus 50 G into D, got it, so D is equal to 15, clockwise moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment, so which implies that D is equal to 1500 GF centimeters minus 1000 GF centimeters by 50, got it, so this becomes 500 by 50, which means 10 centimeters. Okay, if the position is 10 centimeters away from the fulcrum, then on the scale, where is it positioned? Okay, on the scale, where is it positioned? So the fulcrum is at 40, which means position is 40 centimeter plus 10 centimeter, which means at the 50 centimeter mark. I have to put this 50 kg weight at the 50 centimeter mark here itself. Okay, I have to put it at the 50 centimeter mark, which means where the weight of the scale was acting at the same position. Okay, that's all. We are left with one more question in this exercise, which you have to do as your assignment, and the next class we come, then we go to center of gravity. Thank you very much, all of you. This is all in today's lecture. I hope you have all learnt a lot. You can always post in your queries to me, which I'll surely answer. Thank you very much.